You know, she preferred a profession that was, you know, prolific, that people could, you know, that as at that time, that,
my
you
son
know,
is
yes,
a doctor. My son
you know,
is a lawyer.
You know,
have you met him before?
Exactly, barrister, ABC. You know, and I read law actually because of her push, but it was really more of music. So I really struggled. I remember I went to Ogun State University, and it was a struggle. I'll be in class, the lecturer is, you know, teaching, and my mind is on music. I have earphones in my ear. I'm listening to music. I'm like, I'm not interested in this thing. I'm not. And then even coming into the industry, it wasn't really as I thought it was. You know, when you go to church, everything sounds so organized. So sometimes you think that the music industry is that organized. And I got into the music industry and realized that the ministry is very different live than in the church. But my challenges so far haven't broken me down. I think they've made me strong, really, because I see myself as an individual who God has sent to impact the lives of people majorly through, at least for this Kairos, through music. So I'm trying as much as possible to see every challenge as the next step, and it's helped me become who I am today.
The song that's playing here now, You Open My Eyes. I would like you to tell us more about that song. If we could just listen to that song playing in the background.
Maybe you. That's the title.
That's Maybe You. Okay,
Maybe
that's
You.
the video there.
Oh.
Maybe you can open the door to my heart. Well, maybe you, maybe you can make me see. Maybe you can take off the scales from my eyes. Maybe you can open the door to my heart. Oh, maybe you, yes, maybe if you let me touch the wonders by your side, I could be made whole again. Oh, yes, maybe if you mend my broken heart, yes, I could live again. Maybe only you can do it all. Yeah. Maybe you can make me see. Maybe you can take off the scales from my eyes. Maybe you can open the door to my heart. Oh, maybe you, yes, maybe you can make me see. Maybe you can take off the scales from my eyes.
What is it about this music? Maybe you.
The song really, I'm trying not to get emotional right now. I wrote that song at a point in my life when I was very confused. You know, I wasn't sure. I was having issues in my relationship. I was having issues with God. I was having issues with the church. I was having issues with my parents. You know, and I got to that point. I said, God, you know, maybe I'm not supposed to be a Christian. But if I'm not supposed to be a Christian, you know, why do I feel compelled to follow you? You know, maybe I shouldn't be in a relationship, but why do I feel amorous to the next individual? I was really confused. But by the ending of the song, I got the answer. You know, so anytime I hear it,
Brings back memories.
yeah, it makes me just, it calms me. It's not like Twali. Twali is very, you know, there's a lot of action and grandioso in the song, but this is very calming.
Do you write your songs like, as in, when you sit down to write, is it like questions? Do they come out like questions, or?
Most of them are usually personal experiences. Majority of my songs are birthed from a place of personal experience. So, for example, if you want to know me well, listen to all my songs. There'll be subtle things about me you catch. I mean, I have a song where I wrote I'm only human, and I was speaking about my issues as a Christian. You know, I want to do right, but I don't always do right, and I'm not perfect. I'm hoping to be better, but it's Christianity for me is hard work, So majority of the time, I write from a place of personal influence, and when I say influence, it's things that happen to me. I tend to write about. I mean, I daydream a lot. Like you can see it in Twale, because I take almost every creature I know of and I start to liken myself to them. I'm like, if I was a horse, what would I do? If I was a bird, what would I do? If I was the son of a governor, what would I do?
I'll make everybody to this.
I'm telling you, thank you. I'll make everybody to salute.
But this is Yahweh.
Oh my goodness, I have that video.
This is Yahweh.
Oh my goodness, I had a ponytail.
Okay, you know what? You have Yahweh, you have Twale, you have. Where would you put your music? Is about gospel, yes, but
yes.
You have different melodies. Where do you put it? Do you sing rock? Do you sing?
No, I would call myself a world artist, because majority of the time I try as much as possible. If you listen to my songs, I try to be as original as possible. So you find me throwing, I love my language to bits. So even if I'm featuring with Don't Mind, I'll throw one Yoruba line in there. So for me, I would classify my songs as world, because it has various, just like you said, sometimes there's rock, R&B, pop, a little bit of Afro here and there, a little bit of alternative music. So it's really a concoction. It's like jollof rice. It's like jollof. You have all sorts of. I mean, you haven't eaten some kind of jollof.
No. Jollof is different from concoction.
Yes.
So we are talking about concoction.
Yes.
So you can have pop today. You can have R&B.
Yes.
Just as the spirit leads, I guess.
Yes, because the thing is, for me, music is the only entity I know that can invade your spirit without your permission. So I tend to write in a global fashion. I think global when I'm writing, because I know different people from different walks of life will listen to my music. So I try to be as impactful as possible. That's why I usually write that way.
Do you bother about acceptability?
Well, not really, because I have this saying at the back of my head, and I know that God, meaning it is He who has sent you, that you are afraid of, not the people you are taking the message to. I plan to die empty. I don't want to go back to heaven with any gift. So it's not really about people accepting, really. It's me fulfilling my divine mandate. I want to go before God, and He says, guy, you came back empty now. There's nothing left on you. So it's really not, it's like Jesus Christ. Nobody accept. A lot of people didn't accept Him, but He had a mission.
Let me ask you a question. Between Lagos City Mass Choir and now, what has the journey been like?
It's been very, very enlightening. I mean, because, wow, I started from just playing the keyboard in church, and being in the choir, to someone who started producing music for the choir, to someone who now started singing. In fact, I remember when I started singing, that was when I realized the gravity of those who stand on stage to sing. Man, it's not easy. They just climb, we see them bouncing up and down. It takes a lot. Every time I have to climb the stage to sing, my hands go cold. I don't think I'll ever get.
When?
About 4.5 years ago.
Okay.
Till now, because I don't go up the stage in my own confidence. I'm always hoping that as I mount the stage, God will do what He knows how to do best, which is to glorify Himself through whatever it is that I.
Okay, we're winding down now. You're happily married. I want to hear about that part.
Unfortunately, no longer. Yes. It just didn't work out. But I do have a daughter, though. A fantastic daughter. And her name is Zama. In fact, tomorrow, we're releasing her first single ever. She's going to turn 5 tomorrow. And we're releasing her first single ever tomorrow.
And she has a single.
Yeah, so I featured her like twice on my album. one, we prayed together. I mean, you know, when you have kids, there's something it just does to you. For me, it made my relationship with God stronger.
Okay. But you're still in contact with your ex-wife?
Yes.
Your friends?
Yes. You can't raise that child alone.
And by Christ, as you're a Christian,
Yes.
You know, it can make you stronger.
Oh, definitely.
You can do all things.
Oh, through Christ.
Even settling.
You see, the truth about issues is, you see, we all have a mandate in life. And
we have to go.
Yeah.
We have to go. Well, we've been speaking with Flo Nathan Oluni Akiremi, who is a multi-talented artist, musician, minister of the gospel.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you so much. Pleasure was all mine.
It's also been a wonderful time. It's been good knowing that you're out there and allowing us to be a part of your morning. Thank you so much. I'm Neo Taigwe.
Thank you. I'm Yomi Otaigwe. Do have a lovely, lovely weekend.
Now go out there and be a true Nigerian and love this nation and be the best that you could ever be.